Home has a lot to do, and the reason that I was so happy to be asked to come and just say a few words on this anniversary, home has a lot to do with who I am as a lawyer, as a leader, and as a man. When I came to Richmond in 1984, 26 years old, one just with a law license, brandly, new minted, and wanting to practice law and vaguely wanting to do things to help others, but not exactly sure what that would be. And virtually my first week on the job at the firm that I worked with, a case got referred from home to one of the partners at my law firm. And you know what partners do when they get cases assigned to them? They say, who's the junior lawyer in the firm that I can send this charity case to? And so a lawyer at the firm I was working with took this file from home of a young woman who had been turned away and trying to rent an apartment because of her race, and sent it to the newest guy on the block. And that was my first case as a lawyer. And I remember sitting down on the old IBM Selectric to pound out the complaint in federal court. But what I really remember about that case, and it started me on this pattern for 18 years, home was literally probably the center of my professional life, home and home's clients. When someone is turned away in that aspect of their life, trying to find a place to live, what a powerful difference it makes in them. That made a huge impression on me in that first case that I had. And so then thereafter, I joined the home board and I joined the legal advisory panel for home, and for 18 years, until I stopped practicing law when I was elected lieutenant governor, about half to two-thirds of my legal work over the course of that 18 years was in the area of fair housing. I was on the board and went to a lot of board meetings, and Connie and I wrote a lot of fair housing manuals, both for the organization. We wrote the Fair Housing Manual for the Commonwealth of Virginia back in the late 1980s. We worked with these legislators. Now, I haven't been able to be on the board for a while, but I'm hoping that there may still be a board spot for me when I finish this current gig, so that I can come back and continue work with this great organization. I'm excited about what Home is doing as it sort of thinks about its mission going forward. The mission of housing advocacy and fighting for fair housing and fighting against discrimination is as important today as it was when Home was founded. There is still discrimination that occurs in ways, some obvious and plain, some very subtle and difficult to prove. And an organization like Home is so needed to be able to fight discrimination, and that mission is key. But as Connie pointed out, there are two other missions that Home has that are absolutely critical. One, a mission of educating people and giving them resources and skills, technical expertise they need to be good renters, to be good homeowners, to have good credit so that they can afford to buy what they want to. That education mission is critical. And also there's an advocacy mission that is absolutely critical. And Home is tackling that mission as well, as it always has. Advocacy for wise public policies in local governments, advocacy for wise public policy at the state level, advocacy for better budgetary support for affordable housing initiatives. We do have an affordable housing crisis in Virginia, but in virtually every part of the Commonwealth, costs of housing are going up at a level that make, not poor people. I mean, poor people have always had trouble buying housing, but now it's middle-income people. It's all kinds of people. There are many jurisdictions in Virginia where the teachers that teach the kids and the police and firefighters who protect the citizens cannot afford to buy a house in the jurisdictions that they protect and serve because of rising housing costs. And so that's got to really tug at us. And that is a challenge that is huge, and it's a challenge that we will only be able to advance on if there's an organization like Home really playing a lead role. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us to help this organization continue to be what it has been, and more importantly, what it can be in this very, very important struggle for equality in housing. So thank you for being supporters. Continue that support, and Godspeed to this great organization. Thanks.